I hope this works.
Oh, can you hear? Oh, let me just move the mic slightly closer to me.
Ooh, get closer.
Is is my volume good? Like
Yeah,
the
no,
voice
it's.
volume is fine. You can hear me. Okay. Cool, cool,
We'll
cool.
find out at the end. All right, let's start this. So, I'm here with my personal hero, the Kill Pete strategy. No, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Is to do some video analysis of just general risk gameplay, and there's no one better to do an analysis with than the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Kill Pete strategy.
Oh yeah.
The best.
Don't forget the lube there. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I am privileged to enjoy your company as well, Mr.
ah,
President.
thank you very much, sir. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a six-player prog game. So that's me in the first position, the green player, of course. But I want to talk about how everyone plays this game. I actually can't remember this game at all, so I could make some big mistakes.
On a
But
map that you love,
on
Asia
a map, I
1800s,
do
huh?
love this map. So let's get into it and let's just go for it, right?
Okay. Are you gonna like pause, or are
Yeah,
you just gonna
absolutely,
let it run?
absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna pause.
How long do you suppose this game goes? It's not gonna be the whole
Asia
video.
1800s, I would say it's probably only 20 minutes.
Yeah, like a
Like,
regular pro game. Okay.
yeah,
We're playing
this,
progressive world domination
yeah.
on Teach Me Yo
Oh,
Play.
teach me Yo Play. So, Yo Play, I hope you can find this video and come teach me how to play.
We'll
All
link
right,
them. We'll link them.
all right. So let's have a look. So let's have a look at the starting positions.
Yes, sir.
So the important thing is in this map, I'm sure you agree with me. You've got these two positions on the right. So Japan and Korea. Do not
It
go
has its
anywhere near them. Just
own
uh,
jackpot.
yeah,
Yep. This map has its own jackpot, like Pangea. Yep.
yeah,
Don't hang out in Japan or Korea,
yep.
as a rule.
So
Yep.
yep. So that's the first thing. The second thing is these two bonuses. I think it's Afghanistan and
Tibet.
Tibet.
Yeah,
They
four
they are
territory plus four.
they are also very very risky to hang out in because people tend to go for them religiously. So I'm in the first position here. So let's have a look at my starting territories, and I really like this. I really like. I've got some over here.
Yeah.
This is a great place to hang
Yeah.
out. Um, this can be a great place to hang out, but
Unless
off.
some crazy person wants to go for Indonesia.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
generally on this type of map, I like to hang out here and here. Generally. Now, if
You go for two positions in Asia?
yeah, generally two
You
positions.
you don't like three?
If I can get away with three, I will go three. But I
Yeah.
find often I can't get three positions. It's
Well, you're in
very
three
rare game.
positions already.
I am in three
So
positions. I would like to try and keep that, but I don't think that's going to
I
happen.
see three positions developing from this game. Okay.
Yeah. So where are you seeing?
So I would add in my opener, where's your card? That's the problem. You don't have a good card turn
I
one.
do. I do. I've got the four in the middle of the
In
board.
Lao. Okay, you got
Yeah.
it in Lao.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would add two troops to your three in Manchuria, and
Yep.
I'd add one troop to your three in Timor, and I would get my card out of Lao, and then I would pull the three from the Andaman Islands into Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
That's
So
how I would play. That's how I would play your first turn.
yeah. All right. So let's
Yeah.
have a quick look at. Let's see what I do
Let's
in
see
this.
what let's see how Curls it does.
All right.
Gives
So
a good luck because he's a gentleman.
I would suspect I do something very similar to that.
Cool.
You
Okay,
can
let's
you
see
can
what
even
that
see
comes out.
I'm obviously saying don't go over here as well. So we'll talk about everyone's position as we get to it. So let's see. I'm
Oh,
thinking of it.
you're narrating this. This is a Twitch video.
This is a Twitch video.
Ah, cool. Okay. So
Yeah.
your opener is one troop off from
Okay.
what I
So
was, okay, and you put it into Sumatra
yeah.
instead of Sri Lanka.
So
Okay.
I now have
Because
the option to
you don't
go
want the
both
two to
ways.
die.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go both ways. You're going to go left.
Very likely I will go left. Yes.
Right. Right.
So let's see. Okay, so let's have a look. Where is blue? So I don't know what blue stats are at this point in time. But it's very likely that they are going to go for Korea here. Now,
Yeah, almost for sure.
so in this, I really like their starting position though. I love their starting position here. So
If you were blue?
if I was blue, yeah.
Okay,
Look,
why?
you got heaps of troops over here. You got
Yeah,
heaps of troops in here, and you can
yeah.
go for a bonus. Like you're committing
Okay.
2 troops for a bonus, and
But if I was trying to guard that bonus, I would add to my fort, go through Taiwan, and then up to South Korea.
yeah, like this, bang bang, because these
Yeah,
two
exactly.
territories do connect.
If I was blue, yeah.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't go for that bonus
I wouldn't either,
because it's
but
not a smart move in progressive because you're just going to get broken on the third turn or the fourth turn or whatever.
yeah, but it's not the worst player in the world because he's committed. Like he's already got so many troops committed to the area, so it's not terrible for him to go down one and hit up. But I
Yeah,
would love to add some troops into China and over in India
yeah,
because I think that's really really important. So let's see what he decides to do.
yeah.
So
He cuts up and guards, and he's going to guard with a 3 and a 4.
yep, and he's gonna and
No, he's involving that 4 stack into the mix. Cool.
yeah, so that's a pretty strong guard.
It's extremely strong guard.
Yep,
White takes Afghanistan, obviously.
yeah, that's like the easiest player in the world.
Yeah, staring him right in the face.
Yeah,
And this is good for you, right? Because you're not going to hang out in any of those high traffic areas. You're going to hang
nope.
out off to the sides and wait.
So let's have a look. What does he decide to do? Yep. So obviously makes that a 3. Gets the bonus.
Let me guess. White holds and then gets greedy and tries to also hold Tibet. No, he's taking. He's over attacking.
Yep.
We're looking at stats. Okay, this is blue.
Yep. And now we're
He
looking
over
at white.
attacks.
Yep. And he's got,
This is
oh
white.
my god, like a
Okay.
10% win rate. That's very scary. Another terrible win rate.
Yeah.
Another terrible. Oh my god.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
feeling good looking at these win rates. But
Oh, the yellow's good.
yeah.
Yellow wins a third of their games.
So
Watch out for yellow.
we can go and have a look. And yellow. Uh, a quarter of his games.
Yeah, sorry, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not too bad though. So maybe they're okay. But at this point, there's no one that's really worrying me. Okay, so here's another thing: you don't want to attack 2s. Like he had all these ones to attack everywhere. Like it's just not worth attacking a 2.
Maybe not for you, but for General Arakawa 4690, this man hits 2s.
All right. So red's position. So where is red on the board? So
Ooh,
red's not got the best starting position, but it's still okay. So he's got some troops
oh,
in India.
I wouldn't hate this at all.
No.
Yeah.
I would add some troops here in China to keep this position alive because it's kind of out of the way, and it's very rare that people go for China. And then you probably want to consolidate these troops, and you would think about potentially adding here. But I think pink wants to go here, so I probably wouldn't bother adding troops there. But other than that, it's not too bad of a position.
It's actually kind of hard to guess what Pink wants so far, but you would figure he's going for Mongolia at this point.
You would think so.
Yeah.
But we will see.
Red player says, I want India.
Maybe. It's a very greedy play, though. So once again, like these guys are really hard committing for one position on the map.
You love it. Absolutely love it. Please put yourself in a single place so I can kill you.
In saying that, he did add to the 3 up the top, which is good. I like that. Takes a single take. Nope. And over attacks.
Rolls 1-2.
And rolls the 2-on-1 as well.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I did like that, but I don't like that anymore.
Then it got shitty.
Yeah.
All right.
And
now yellow's going to contest magenta for Mongolia. Or are they going to take Tibet? Yellow's going to take Tibet.
Yeah.
Right?
And so
he's going in?
Takes 1. I like that. The only thing I don't like, I would now think about wanting to move you 4 so you can consolidate troops.
Which he
Uh,
does.
but the problem is he's bringing it all into that single area.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, no. I like that. That's really
Oh,
good. I like
very
that a
good.
lot. So if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that I'm going to move my 3 towards my 6, and then consolidate some troops somewhere. Alright, looks like I
Cool.
want to consolidate down the bottom. Alright, so I go that way. I don't love
Uh-huh.
that as much. So it looks like I'm going to hang out in this bottom area.
Yeah, I think you have way too much material in Indonesia right now.
Yeah.
Right? I think your game was a natural three-position game that you are now making a two-position game.
I think because it's such a small board, I think going 2
Yeah.
positions is not too bad.
Sure.
So he's
Blues
wasting
Blues are
all
spending, yeah,
he's wasting all his
all of his
exterior.
material.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is not great. You want to try and have at least one other position. I mean, yeah, he's pretty strong because he's got a
He's on
strong
Java. He's also Blue is also on Java.
yeah down the bottom.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know how good people are with geography. I'm just naming the actual names of the places.
Yeah, yeah, well, better than me, mate.
That's close to you, Java. You ever been to
Yeah,
Indonesia?
I have been. Yeah, quite a few
Yeah,
times.
imagine so. It'd probably be super fun. If I lived in Australia, I'd go hang out there all the time.
Yeah. Uh,
Philippines, I betcha. Bet you
yeah,
have a fun
Philippines.
time.
I've been to Bali a lot.
Yeah.
So Bali's kind of the destination from where I
Isn't
live.
Bali on the island of Java?
No, it's just off it.
Is Bali its own island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
So once again, Pink is really in one spot. He's given up on these other 2 positions, which I don't like. Like I guess like it's hard because he's stuck in Japan, and it's very likely that someone's going to take him out of there eventually. But if people didn't have such hard on for bonuses, I would love this position because it's only accessed by one spot. But unfortunately, that's not how people play ranked.
You mean badly? Yes.
Yeah, I know it's weird, right? All right, so yellow is now looking to take a bonus and attacking a lot for it. Oh no, where is he going?
He's single stacking.
Interesting. Which can be a good move, but I feel like it's so risky. If people start
What he
attacking up here,
doesn't even hold on. What was that turn?
okay, we can go back and let's have a look at this.
What do you suppose the mental state of yellow is here?
Yeah, so this is
Because
this is
like
difficult.
yellow has a win rate that's not atrocious.
hmm
So he's pissing away a 13 stack,
So it goes from
making
13 to
three unnecessary attacks, and then to not consolidate.
yeah, exactly. I think that's the most confusing thing. So he had 13 up here and now he has 8, and it's very
Yeah,
likely that all these territories get hit. So it's
yeah.
not like he's getting above 12 to potentially get an extra troop. He's
No,
bringing all his stuff here.
He's gonna lose everything.
Whereas I would have much rather just taken one hit and then
Yeah,
consolidated these 2, and then you have a 12 and a 7, and that is way better than an 8, a
yeah.
3, and a 4.
And it's still shitty because the 12 and the 7 are close to each other. So they're
Mm.
not necessarily lined up to make kills, and they're not necessarily able to prevent you from getting killed. But at least you don't have this, which is just, I bet you yellow dies first now.
Uh, yeah, if we were in a game with good players, I would say that's probably true. But
Uh-oh, what happened?
I suspect.
Spoiler alert.
Well, I honestly I can't remember this game, but I suspect there's going to be
Nice.
some breaking, and people are going to hit each other.
Right.
So I'm obviously loving my position at this point in time. I've got 24 troops. I'm quite spread out. It's really hard to kill me. I'm probably going to consolidate to 2 positions here, and I probably want to be even a little bit higher here if I can, to just have my troops as far away as possible from each other. Actually, I think I do remember this game. I think I remember what happens this game, but I don't want to spoil it. All right.
No, don't tell me. Don't
No, no,
tell
no.
me.
Yeah. I think I get very frustrated this game. But yeah, regardless. All right. So White has spent all his troops on the left-hand side. Once again, I don't like this a lot because you want to have multiple places around the board if you can to make life hard to kill. Interesting. I don't know why he does that. All right. So what's pink got? So if you were pink, what would you be looking for here?
I would add to Irian Jaya on Papua, obviously.
Mm.
I
So do
certainly
you want to explain
wouldn't.
where that is? Because I'm sure there's people that are going to watch this.
Bottom right hand
Yeah,
corner.
down here.
Sorry, Papua is the um,
New
Papuan
Guinea.
name for New Guinea.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Um, and then Irian Jaya is the Indonesian part of it. So the west half of the island is owned by Indonesia, and the right half of the island is its own nation. Um, the Magenta player looks like they really, really want Mongolia, but White said no. So now Magenta's options are to break White or to roll a really bad 8v7 or to do the smart thing and occupy a second position.
Yes, and I don't think that's what happens. But yeah, so this is just war zone. Like
Yeah, we're now,
they've
yeah.
they're both in like a good spot for a number of troops. They've got plenty of troops here, but now they're just like aiming troops at each other, and someone like me is just licking their lips, going, "I can't wait for them to hit each other, and so I can kill them."
Yes.
So
Me too, buddy.
yeah, that's it. It's almost like we've seen this movie before. All
Once
right.
or twice.
So anyway, let's continue on. Oh, and he does break. Oh, and
Yep. We
that's
called that, didn't we?
yeah.
You love when your powers of prognostication are shown to be true.
Crazy, right? So he breaks, and now he's at now they're at war.
Yeah.
Like
And he
I would,
leaves the four
yeah,
in
I would
there.
bet
Oh,
almost
we get an
any
oops.
money
We
that
get
that
an
hits
oops.
that. All right.
We get an oops. Next guy to trade throws the entire first trade into the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. People are so funny that way.
And so we see Red also just trying to get all his troops in one spot. Oh no, is he going for this? This is not terrible. He does have other spots around the map, but they feel very, very vulnerable.
Red's got a lot of troops.
Yeah.
Red's okay so far.
Okay, now I'm very curious to see what Yellow
Yeah,
does.
what is Yellow up to? Okay, Yellow wants the Indochina bonus,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
So they're
It
they're
is
just
called Indochina, nice.
setting up the guard very early. So once again, they're just forcing themselves into one position, which I don't love.
Well, let's stop for a minute and tell everybody why. So the Indochina bonus, as you quickly popped over, is worth +4 troops. Okay, so this is a very basic principle for free-for-all progressive. The yellow player has spent their entire game, and it is now the third turn, to put themselves in this bonus to get +4 a turn ongoing. The problem with this theory is it assumes the game is fixed. With progressive cards, the card values go through the first sequence 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and then up by 5, such that you're getting 20, 25, 30, 35 trades by the end of the second sequence. That happens on the 7th or 8th turn. We're now on turn 4. How
So
many +4s is he going to get to pay off before he dies to somebody getting a 40 trade?
exactly, like it's unless you can get something on turn 1 or 2, it's so rarely worth it. And even if you do get a bonus, it's so hard to justify defending it with anything
Yeah.
more than like 2 troops. Because like if you defend with a 4 and you get broken, that's like everything you put into there is now worthless. And instead of having an extra 4 troops to go kill someone, like on a tight kill, you're looking to defend and then potentially hit someone to get a bonus. Like, it's just not worth it at all. Alright, so now we can also, on my next turn, we can talk about skipping cards. And we can have an argument about that.
Uh-oh. Who
Uh,
skips?
exactly, who would do that? So, I
You
hit
know,
a 2.
there's no way you skip. Not in a million
Yeah.
years.
Well, this is from 6 months ago, so maybe I was an idiot
Wait
back
a
then.
minute. Does Curls skip a card?
I doubt it. It's very
Yeah,
unlikely I skip.
I highly doubt it.
I highly doubt it as well. Okay, so
It's nice to see Blue taking a second bonus, though.
so
That's a pretty sweet structure he's built for himself.
that's it. So we can talk about this. Blue has had this bonus from turn 1, and he is
Yeah,
literally 1 troop ahead of me
yeah, he's
at
tied
the
with
end
you in
of
troops. I know, I
in
know,
at the end of
adorable.
turn 4.
All that hard work.
Yeah. So he has 2 bonuses, and yet in the first trade in, he's going to be the same troops as me, basically,
Yeah.
and he's only going to be in one position. So yes,
Whoops.
this position could be very strong, but for one trade in, it's easy to pass through him. Whereas my aim in this game is to try and keep my stacks as far away from each other as possible to not be killed, which may or may not work this game.
You get killed, don't you?
Uh, maybe. Who knows?
I don't think you get killed. That doesn't sound like something that happens to teach me Yo play.
No, it's because maybe it's because I got taught by YoPlay. Maybe I do get killed.
And we see White Blitz a 2v1.
And then a 3v1, which is also not 100%, but gets it. Which I'm sure I was annoyed about because that opens the 7 up. But that's just...
Right, you can have an exterior 1-point guard. Important to notice on this map, Manchuria does not connect to North Korea.
Yes, and I have seen many people make that mistake, and that's this
Expect it
territory and
to.
this territory. But
Do not.
interestingly, we can talk about this. Down here, where my
Ooh,
10 is, hits the 1,
yeah,
and where my 1 is,
yeah.
also hits that blue 1.
Taiwan connects to
Which I think a lot of
one,
people don't
two,
know.
three, four, five. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's very hard to see on this map, but it does connect. I think I might even be talking about that right now, just based on the movements of my camera. God, I love this map. This is such a fun map.
Yeah, it's not a fave. Not a
Yeah, I
fave.
know.
A little,
You prefer
little on the
South.
smaller side.
You
I like a bigger space. There's more places for me to hide.
I think this is a good grind map though, because it is quite quick, and so you can get more games in. And I
Well, it'd
feel
be quick
fairly
if I
confident.
won them, but I lose them, and then I have to grind more. So
Okay, so Red's making some interesting decisions here. He feels like he's going for like 2 bonuses at once, which in a progressive game is not going to work.
no, that
It,
is a bad idea.
I actually don't
And
mind.
look, everyone's out of India too. He could have just taken it this turn,
Yeah.
but he's slow playing it, and he's also going to lose a 3-stack now.
Once again, yellow just goes into their one position, and is going to try and defend it, slowly take it. Now, if this game was to go 15, 20 rounds, yeah, maybe it's worth it. But experience tells me it's definitely not going to happen.
Yellow thinks it's fixed.
Yeah, so... Oh, why do I go there? Why do I stay there? Oh, I
I
don't
was
like
going to say
that at all.
he probably feels very threatened by that
Ah,
move.
it's because I want the +2. I think that's greedy though. So I've obviously got a card territory there, so I want to have that extra 2 troops on my stack. I think that's
Sure, but
greedy.
you're risking getting fucking slammed by yellow.
Yeah, I think that's very greedy. I
Yeah.
don't love that play, to be honest. And then we can also see I didn't even think about skipping cards here at all. I'm always going to take a card here.
But blue skipped.
Blue skipped, so I hate that by blue as well. So blue is already going to get the 6. He wants to get the 15. For I mean, I guess he feels like he's in such a strong position he can do this, but I think he loses out on so many troops in the long run for doing this. So he's basically sacrificing. He's trying to get an extra 9 troops, but is sacrificing card position in the game. How do you feel about blue skip in this situation, Pete?
Um,
As the second
I
player.
think I think it would be a lot better if he put any troops elsewhere,
Yeah.
right? Like if he added all of his reinforcements this turn on the Andaman Islands on his 2,
Mm.
then at least he would be in a position to leverage the 15. As it stands, he can't make any kills, so what's even the point?
Yeah. So he's just purely thinking about troops now.
Yeah.
And I think that's too short sighted. I think you have to think about the second trade to get kills. And I love that I've got first option on 4 cards that I can, if anyone is weak, I can kill them. And on a map like this, it almost never goes past the
Yeah.
second round of trade-ins. So the other thing you've got to note as well, it's likely that yellow's going to take this 2 out and red's going to take this 1 out for blue. So what we predicted didn't happen. Like they're still kind of just meandering around in that top left-hand corner, white and pink.
Well, neither of them have set yet.
Yeah,
So it's entirely possible that neither of them had a set.
but I don't know. It's just such a strange way they've played there.
Yeah, they're just keeping each other off their bonuses,
Yeah, okay.
dancing around each other. These guys kill each other for sure. I will put like I so high confidence level, like I'd be willing to put money on at this point that either white suicides into purple or into magenta or magenta suicides into white.
Yeah, I think that's very
From
likely.
this situation, it is, yeah, I would say it is certain that one of these guys slams the shit out of each other, out of the other one. Yeah.
Okay, and red gets his other position and brings that in. Yep. Okay, interesting. So
So red's in essentially one place, yellow's in essentially one place,
So I would
blue is
love
in
would love
almost
to
one
see
place.
red add here and then bring one of these 3s out. So for a second position, I think that would be
Yep.
really really good by red, and then I think he's looking pretty good, even if he wants to go for this bonus. Okay. So yellow gets the easy take, and then pulls back inside himself. So I think this is why I moved my stack there before, just to get the extra +2.
That's so fucking like edge case though, man.
Yeah. I think that was really risky. I don't know how often
What
I've
if
made that
yellow
play.
did something dumb?
Yeah.
Like,
Whoop. What am I doing?
anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, see, now I move my stack away, because I'm trying to separate my 2 stacks now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put them as
This
far
is
away
fine.
from...
You have a true middle and a bottom middle. This is fine.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the situation. I'm
Like you have a
sure
ton of
I'm
troops.
really happy at this situation.
Oh yeah, you're gonna kill potentially. You can kill almost anyone you want.
That's it. And I'll be looking at magenta and white at the moment.
Yeah,
And
to
and
support
blue
these
skips
guys.
again. He's skipped a
Oh my
second time
god, what is he doing?
because he's playing fixed, and he doesn't want to.
Bro, he's playing fixed.
Oh, that's yeah, very upsetting. And the other thing is, this 11 is trapped inside himself. So this 11 is useless.
Yeah, it could guard exactly the same way as it's guarding on Taiwan.
Exactly. So if you want
Yeah,
to do this, have this 11 out here. It doesn't let
it
anyone
costs him
come in.
nothing, and it
Exactly.
gives him the ability to leverage his position. Yeah, that. Ugh.
Okay, so
All right, white
white
finally
sets it.
slams into magenta.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's
Uh,
just trying to take this bonus over, and he's just going to hope the 8 moves. I guess. I guess is his thinking.
yeah.
I guess he's
Where's
trying
he
to
moving
give
to?
Pink that
Right.
bonus.
Who started it, by the way? Which
Uh,
guy? Which one was the asshole here? It
uh,
was White, right?
no, it
White
was
started
no
it.
Pink was Pink was Pink
Okay.
came across the top and went straight into his because White had the bonus turn 1.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Does he hit White
Let's see it.
or does he split and bring the 8 in? And bring the 8 in? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh
Look,
God.
good neighbor theory. Here we go.
Yikes. That's a hard yikes.
So the only thing saving Magenta right now is he's got a position down in New Guinea, down the bottom right-hand corner.
Also, we also have to point out that White had a bonus that now Magenta has, and neither of these guys have as many troops as Curls on, even though they had bigger sets.
Yeah. So once again, like we can look at this. Red hasn't had a bonus all game and has got the same number of troops as me. Yellow's going to set in next turn, and he's also going to have the same number of troops as Blue, who's had the bonus the whole time and skipped 2 cards. So he could have another at least 8 troops and be on 3 cards still. It's so hard to justify skipping cards, I think.
I skip cards a lot.
I
I
know.
skipped cards in my tournament game this week.
Did you?
I skipped a card.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
comment.
dry.
I'm
Give me
gonna
a hard
comment on
time
your
about
video.
it.
You're gonna get a comment about that, Pete.
Give me a hard time about it,
I will.
please.
Don't you worry about that. I can promise you that's happening.
Every time I do it, you take it so personally.
Well, no, I don't. But I mean, we've got to keep up the facade, right? I actually do think there are situations where you skip cards,
Yeah,
but
you're free to disagree.
yeah, but I think in a 6-player game like this, I think it's so hard to justify. But I think there are definitely 100% situations where you skip cards. But I think the problem is now that I've become the guy that will never skip cards.
Never skips,
Yeah.
You're typecast.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. What's he doing now?
He's removing White's only exterior position.
And Red's
And
position.
Reds.
And Magenta's. Is he?
Okay.
I think he's wanting to go for this bonus now, and I think I go,
Sweet.
okay, I will leave.
You walk away.
I walk away. I go, okay, you would like this position? It is
Cool.
all yours, sir.
Done deal, General Kapoor 7384.
Yes. And what you will
Columbia.
see, I will probably attack twice with my 14 and move out of there. So if I had a trade there, would I kill anyone? Probably not. Yep, so I attack twice and I get out of there. And now
Also,
I'm
hey,
annoyed that
Why do you move so fast in pubs?
yeah,
would you scare them? Why would you scare them like that?
I don't know. I think it's just habit. Like I just
Yeah, well,
it's
I
not
don't-
good. Yeah, I agree. It's
no,
not the right thing.
it's a bad idea. If you can move as fast as you can move, you don't let them know that until it's too late for them to do anything about it. Why try? They're already going to look at your record and be like, "Wow, we should really kill this guy."
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe that's why it triggers. I think it's this game. I think this is what triggers something that happens later on in this game.
Okay.
But you've got to remember, this is also 6 months ago. I was still probably not as secure in my position of where I am in the risk community now. I probably was trying to show off. Let's be honest. So
You think? I never took you like that, though. You win games. You're good. It is what it is.
yeah. I mean, I think I'm way more secure now. But like this is still 6 months ago, and I was still thinking like, oh, I've got to prove myself. But
Oh, that's interesting to me. That
well, I mean,
people get just from the sense that do I even or have I ever done that? Like I also good on Blue there for finally putting troops exterior. But like, do I ever act like I care to prove? Like I'm interested in what works and what doesn't. I'm often wrong, and I kind of relish the mistakes because those are the teachable moments. So
oh, of
like,
course.
Who the fuck am I trying to impress here?
Oh,
Oh,
no
no
set
set
on,
again?
no set
That's
on 4.
rough.
Let's go. Um,
Rough.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
It's an interesting thing. Once again, I think I was still trying to prove myself on the community.
fair enough. Yep.
I mean, now I don't care. I mean, people can think of me however they want to think about me, and I really don't care. But I think that's because I went through all the time where I tried to prove myself as well. You know what I mean?
I I kind of don't have to because all I can say is I have thousands of hours of my mind available for public consumption. I show my work. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not interested to tell you anything about myself. I will show you. And you make up your own mind.
Yeah, I think that's how it
I
should
don't
be.
trust I don't trust anyone telling me anything about themselves anyways.
Okay, so let's just talk about what White did there. So White walked
Yeah.
across,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
did.
blocked off 19 of his troops to move anywhere. So
Oh, I can still kill Magenta.
he could still kill Magenta, but basically he's pigeonholing himself just to that.
Yeah.
Or he's
And
got a
if
9.
I was Magenta, I'd feel pretty threatened by that
Yeah.
move. Because White can only kill me. So and he goes ahead of me in the turn order.
So this doesn't really help his cause. It doesn't help him in any shape, really. It,
Well, it would make way more sense to take the bonus and just guard in one or two stacks.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
And if you get bonus troops, you get bonus troops. Happy days.
yeah. Well, for all that skipping, Blue has 45 troops now.
Yeah, and he's going to trade in next, but then he's on 3
Right.
cards,
And you're on 5 again.
and I'm on 5 again, and I get to choose what happens.
Right. You get to force the action.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how it goes then.
So I'm just checking where I can get extra troops, and so I'm probably going to hit this red or white one because that's where I'll get extra troops.
You know your keyboard shortcuts for those?
Yep, I do now. I obviously didn't at the time. It's
You
T.
were using the mouses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
T.
T for territory, C for continents, and S for stat.
There you go. That's also very useful to know.
It is. Save you those precious seconds.
Oh, there you
You
go.
really have
I
to.
am doing it now with T.
Cool.
Yeah. So I obviously
Someone
didn't
maybe
know
in
that.
your chat told you.
Yeah, I think I must have been told, and I would have been like, yes, the boys.
Maybe Yoplay taught you something.
Yeah, maybe he did. I actually don't. Who was it? Who was at the top? It wasn't Yoplay. It was someone in my chat that I didn't know very well.
Would have to be.
So once again, I'm looking to move my stacks as far away from each other as possible.
It's a rough thing to be on 5 cards at this point in the game. This is technically now the late game, but because Blue skipped, Kurza has initiative. Oh,
Does
and he
he
hits
go
an
for the kill?
8. Oh, he is. Okay. Blue's going to kill yellow.
Yeah. So this is pretty good.
Okay.
I like
Pathing
this.
is bad, though.
Yeah. But I like
You
the
could have.
idea.
Well, it's going to succeed. And then
And
what
gets it.
happens? He still has 11 of his troops locked inside himself,
Yeah.
which means your
So
first trade is now the 25, or rather your second trade.
yep. So now he gets the 25 or
He
the
gets a
20.
20. He
Yeah,
gets
he
a
gets the
20
20.
now.
All right. So he gets 20 troops. Can he kill someone now? He could theoretically kill White, but if he had his 11 here, then it makes life a little bit easier because he doesn't have to split there and put everything here. I don't know. It's very close though. I don't know if I'd go for it. I think he just chills here. I don't think he can kill anyone else.
I think he can kill White.
It's close. And maybe he goes for it.
I think he can kill White.
31 on 32. He needs some good
No,
rolls.
I hear you. And then you have to split. Probably
Yeah.
not.
That's a good
He
roll.
goes for it. He goes for it.
So 18 on
Okay.
20. You need good rolls. and he passed.
Why would you hit an unnecessary territory?
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah.
Cool. This is why I hate Asia 1800s. Exactly this.
Mm.
Because you're fragile now. You're extremely fragile. If he was good, he'd kill you.
Yeah, but he can't kill
He's
me now.
not. He's not. But if he was good, he'd
He's
kill. Oh, he's killing Magenta.
he doesn't have
He's
enough.
going. No,
And he
this is
feeds
bad.
it to
Don't do
red.
it. Oh, he breaks.
No, he breaks red.
Fucking cocksucking board police every time. Unbelievable.
So yeah,
This guy holds a bonus all damn game, but he's not satisfied. He also has to break India when he finally gets India. What do you think Red's gonna do about that? Red's gonna be like, well, fuck you then.
okay. So we've got the trade at 30. Purple, pink does not have a set. So does red go for the kill? Red should absolutely go and kill pink here. 100%.
Also, Red should absolutely kill you.
Or me, yeah, absolutely. Me
Yeah.
or pink.
Right. But he can't really get to your one in Java.
Yes. And
So
he
that's
might miss
that's
that
kind of
as well.
clutch.
That's it.
All right. So we see an interesting play by Magenta. Magenta hits blue because obviously they just saw blue make 2 kills and that's scary. So we're gonna cost blue 2 troops.
Yeah.
That'll fix it.
I think the other really important thing to talk about is he's got 33 troops that aren't accessible.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to get the 35 trade in, and red doesn't have a trade in. So I can tell you what's going to happen right now is red and pink both die to me. So
Yeah,
that's
that makes
really
sense.
unfortunate for them. Oh, I didn't get the +2.
Well, yeah, everyone dies now. This is the last turn of the game.
Yeah. So this
You
is
kill everybody. Cool. Sweep sequence, kill magenta, kill red, then finish up blue.
yeah. I also don't like what I did
Nobody
here.
gets
Like
nobody gets another turn. Yeah,
if
you should have popped through the top. You
yes,
should have cleaned out blue
exactly,
from the top.
100%. So way more optimal
Yeah,
pathing here is hit there, leave 4 there so I can hit down, and then go through
yeah.
the 2, the 1, and then back down this way.
This honestly, okay, so this is exactly the difference between the curls of 6 months ago or however many months ago that wasn't quite there yet, and the curls of now. This is something that I would notice, and I would say this is a top 100 grandmaster move versus a top grandmaster move.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Very little things like this.
And it's all just optimization of pathing.
Yeah.
And this is actually, I was watching a stream, this is a bit of a tangent, but I was watching a stream a couple of days ago, and someone had the opportunity to basically sweep the board. And they, like, I don't want to out who it was, but they're a pretty good risk player, like, you know, top 500 GM sort of person. And then the way they stacked their troops is they were just blindly on the first kill. So they saw someone with 5 cards, and there were 2 other people on 4 cards that they could have easily, if they stacked their troops and like thought about it a little bit, could have pathed to kill all 3 players in one go.
Yeah.
And instead what happens is they go and they kill the person with 5 cards immediately, and then they realise that their pathing wasn't very good, and they couldn't win the game. So like a pretty much 100% win guaranteed turned into someone that just had 2 positions on the board, and because they pathed it better, they won the game in a game they had 0 business winning. So it's really, really important, guys, to really think about your pathing. And I won't have to use this wild as well. So I'm just you can see here I'm just looking at red. Like my eyes are closed. I'm just looking at red. If I was playing now, I'd be using my 18 stack to go kill as much of blue as I can before I start hitting red, just to optimize time. Like, it doesn't matter on a small
your
map.
Clock, not just the pathing. You're optimizing your clock.
Exactly.
So you get an extra 30 seconds when you make a trade and a kill in progressive, and you're going to need that time sometimes when maps are a bit bigger.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter on a map this size, but if it was a bigger map and if I wanted to chain harder kills, it's so important to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Pete said, this is a big difference to my gameplay then compared to how I would have done it now. And like I've easily got enough troops. I got enough
You and
troops.
I, you and I noticed this immediately. At the time, it was beneath your threshold of understanding.
Of course.
So this is like the big sort of takeaway from doing the analysis after so much time has passed. Like I look at some of my original videos and I see all kinds of mistakes that I didn't notice at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I was shitty.
I don't like this. I don't love this pathing either.
No.
If I was doing this now, and correct me if you do this differently, I'd be going like this way
Yeah.
and back around, and then using the 18 to clean up this way to leave the pathing down this way. If
So the
that,
first thing I would do if I started this turn is
so
I
let's go.
would
Yeah.
add okay. I would add to your 18 like you do.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's have a look.
Sorry. To the left hand side
Yes.
18
So this one
like
here.
you do.
Yep.
Then I would go with the other 18 in southern Vietnam, attack up to the red 2
Yep.
through the 6,
Yep.
one in China, red 1 in Tibet, 1 1 1 hit the 21,
Yep. So that's good.
and then the rest of the stack is now going to move through um, India, Burma, and northern Indonesia, and then come up around the side, killing blue. And you also have to worry about add 4 troops to the 3 that's already lined up to kill the other 3,
Yep.
and add
And I have to add troops up
se-
here because I didn't
seven
path that very
troops.
well at
Yeah,
all. Yeah.
7 troops to clean the top pocket. You win.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
win
mean
in
it's
like in three or four basic moves.
yeah. So instead of pathing up here and making sure I kill this on the way as well, like it's just small mistakes. And they're not mistakes in the terms of this game, but for like 100 games,
The,
you're gonna
the
lose a
chess
couple.
the chess people call them inaccuracies.
Yeah,
So
there
that's
you go.
that's a great thing to think about it, right? Like Kurzel wins this game anyways. We are nitpicking, but if it was marginal, little things like this, like if you're in a 1v1 where every troop counts and every move counts, and you're playing against, someone who is very good, and the game might just as well come down to luck as anything else. You don't want to do unnecessary splits. You don't want your pathing to be anything other than perfect.
So you can see I do hit a bit more before I kill red, and that's trying to
Yeah.
optimize the clock, but I could have had way more optimization there. And I use the wild when I don't need to. I also don't like that. That's way too many troops. So nine is 100% there.
Oh, you're not letting him kill the 3.
Yeah. So
Oh, Krillza, does he
yeah,
get does he actually live to trade?
yeah. It doesn't matter. I still win, but that is a
Well,
mistake. It's very much a
he
mistake.
lives to trade.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
manual,
Manuel.
manual. Let's go.
Manuel, maybe he wins.
Oh
He wins with
yes,
6%. 6%, baby.
yes. Gets it. All
All right.
calculated. All calculated.
100%.
Oh.
You deserve it.
Yeah, so yeah, I think there's
Well,
lots of
GG, man.
takeaways to. Yeah, thank you. That was fun. I think there's lots to take away from that. Hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Any feedback, please feel free to write it in the comments. Always keen to learn more. I'd like to do some more of these series. Obviously, a bit more 6-player World Dom, but I would like to talk about fixed and some caps and stuff with different guys. But thank you very much, Pete, for coming and joining me on the first video.
You're most welcome.
And we'll leave it there. Thanks very much, guys.